what was that we talked about the other day? I know we talked about it. Somebody had talked to y'all about. I forgot what it was, but it was dealing with. I know I told y'all there was no mammal falling out the sky. Nobody was out picking up bread. Yeah, it's all Christianity, man. Hey, I got a video on there. Saved. Go in there and get them Hamites picking up out there telling they picking up mammal. I see we got a few seconds. Go to the whites later. See, it's all BS, man. That mammal was Yahweh. You got to understand, when they say Israel was in the wilderness of sin, that's what they were being rebellious. You see it?
What is it called?
Something about some Africans picking up mammal. They ain't gonna never show you falling out the sky. They gonna just tell you, look, see what I found. See, come on, man.
We ain't gonna watch later. Is it in your history?
It's in the whites later.
You see everything about Haiti?
Nah, it's up, so you got to read them. Too fast, too fast. That's it. Right, that's it. See, I'm working on this stuff. Hey, go up a little bit. I'm gonna show you how they lie, man. Y'all have to understand everything here is to deceive.
Place in Angola regarding the Ramp Up the Price campaign.
See, this is straight BS, man. It's all Christianity.
At the Number Adventist station in the southern part of
See, these people probably don't even know what they're doing, and the people that's doing it, they pay them to do it. You see people out there hungry, man, you give them a few dollars, they will lie. Look at it.
But God has always provided for his people. My sister can testify that they survived on manna.
That lady mouth ain't even moving. See, y'all don't believe what was said, was it? Look.
To get the first-hand information. And as they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
Here we are at Nama at the Mission Station.
See, that's when I get that powder out. Slap the taste out of his mouth for a line. That is, he need that powder. See,
I can't describe it.
See, now show us the mammal falling out the sky, man. See, how they run game on you?
I can't really describe how it tastes like. It is like honey-like. It's like a cake. I really don't have words to describe how it tastes.
Yeah, man, $10, he'll tell you a lot quick, boy.
I just know that it's white and it's sweet. I can't have anything to compare with.
Alright. But see, this is y'all be watching. Oh, the mammal falling out the sky. You don't believe everything they saying. No, I don't need that for nothing. But that's how people be. Yeah, we mammal falling out. I seen it. You seen what somebody has something in their hand. Alright.
5, 4.
Shalom, shalom, man. Giving all praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shai. Today's class, Haiti, the tribe of Levi, know the truth. Understand, man, what's going on in Haiti is Bible prophecies, man. That's why Haiti catching more hell than any of the tribes, because they was the closest to the Most High. They are the high priest. They the one administered the word. So when they went off, the nation went off. So when I know a lot of people's hollering that chart ain't true, the same thing they down there practicing voodoo. They're doing what was given to them in the book of Leviticus. So, and they just doing it wrong. And see, the white man is influencing what they're doing because they was conquered by the French. Give me the first video, man. This is what's going on down there. Let's watch some of this first video.
Haiti and the Dominican Republic are close, but only in a geographical sense. The two countries may exist on the Caribbean island of Hispaniola, but historically they have rarely seen eye to eye. Tensions due to controversial law changes and the recent hanging of a Haitian man in the Dominican Republic have experts worried that the island is on the brink of a humanitarian crisis.
Pause it. You know why? Because the white man is causing this confusion. Because the Dominicans, Simeon, they have mixed themselves with Esau. And it's the Esau ones that's running the country that's pushing this, man. Calling them dark skin and all this. Because we'll play the video. You'll get more out of it. But these two tribes, these are two brothers. Play on, man.
Why do Haiti and the Dominican Republic hate each other? Well, to understand the conflict, we have to go back to 1697, when France and Spain divided Hispaniola in two after battling for
Say
control.
two different native
Gained independence
Edomites,
from
two
France in
Edomites.
1804 and subsequently took over the Spanish Dominican side in an effort to free the entire island of slavery. Haiti occupied the Dominican
Pause
side.
it. Haiti went over there and tried to free everybody. I'm gonna tell you something. These dudes are warriors. I wouldn't be caught in an alley with them with a machete. I can tell you that. I can guarantee you that. Play on.
For 22 years. During that time, the Spanish-speaking Dominicans were restricted to speaking French, and Haitians enforced oppressive rules on labor and the redistribution of Dominican wealth. Although the Dominican Republic eventually gained its independence from Haiti, it's thought that this period of occupation was where their relationship started to sour.
I noticed something. Drag. A lot of y'all, some you guys, y'all better watch yourself, man. Do that look like a woman? Eyes sunk back in the head. Just got a bag of hair on, long neck. And you always see them putting their hands in that little V type shape. Just like the newscasters. Play home.
Since then, several social and economic factors have contributed to
Look at that long neck, man.
Today, tensions are largely motivated by racism. Human rights experts observe that Dominicans openly discriminate against Haitians
Why?
because they perceive them to be more black.
See,
Despite both
that's
cultures having
the
African
elite
ancestry,
over there
Dominicans
that
argue
is
that
running
they have
the
more
country.
European heritage than their
See how they
Haitian
hold their
neighbors.
hands just like the
This
newscasters.
anti-Haitian sentiment has endured since
Hold on.
1937.
This guy here, that he's an Edomite. Matter of fact, I had that information. Go type his name in Google's. Raphael. Type that name in. I want y'all to see for yourself. Type his name in Google's and pull him up. So we'll see who, and you see, that's an Edomite. See, only nation that freed themselves was Haiti. And they didn't have guns. I think them French was coming up on that island. They know they was in the woods waiting on them, man. They was cutting heads off. Bring him up. Slide him over. Just bring his picture up. You ain't got to do all that. Just bring his picture up. I want them to see him. Make him bigger. You see? See, a picture tell 1,000 words, man. That's an Edomite. They the one over there causing the confusion, man. They the one over there teaching them because they have mixed themselves. So now they still want that power. They scared of Haiti. Now let's go back to the video. So you gotta, that's a younger picture of it.
The dictator, Rafael Trujillo, led the Dominican Republic. Rafael was obsessed with pale skin, and under his
You hear this?
10 to 25,000 dark-skinned Haitians living in Dominican border towns were murdered.
See,
Economically, the Dominican Republic fares better than Haiti. Experts suggest that this disparity comes down to the way
see how they hold their hand watching
the
newscasts.
Dominican Republic enjoys plentiful rains. The mountains that border the two nations cut off Haiti's rainfall. The semi-arid
That's a
climate,
lie.
coupled with deforestation
Don't
problems,
believe
has
none of
led
this
Haiti's
stuff, man.
agricultural production
They probably
more
spreading all
restricted
kind
than
of
the Dominican
chemtrails over
Republic.
there, man.
All that being said, when the 2010 earthquake devastated Haiti, the Dominican Republic was quick to jump to its aid, providing food, water, and rescue workers. Sadly, this feeling of goodwill didn't last. So what went wrong? Well, after the earthquake, more Haitians took refuge in the Dominican Republic. However, a recent high court ruling retroactive to 1930 means that refugees can only be granted Dominican citizenship if at least one of their parents is a legal resident. According to reports, more than 200,000 Haitians are now stateless. Following the decision, Haitian-Dominican tensions have escalated into violence, with reports of Dominicans burning the Haitian flag and open calls for the deportation of all Haitian refugees. Experts suggest that countries like the United States and other Caribbean nations may have to get involved if the new ruling continues to perpetuate human rights abuses against.
That's it. Now give me that other video I had you pull up first. I want to get this out the way. What's going on down there now?
And in one of those scenes, there was a man talking about one of his husband was killed.
Oh, that machete.
His son was burned alive.
Got that Edomite on her shirt. She don't even know it.
The ones that
See, the thing is, we got to get down there and get some information. So what I'm gonna be doing, look at them, man. The Most High is doing this to them because they rebellious, man. This is what's coming here.
What this really means for all of us.
Look at the devil
Yeah, and
narrating.
it's really just amazing because we were very, very careful, as you said, because we don't want to put anyone at risk, and we knew the danger that was involved. But as we spent a bit more time in La Saline, and as people began that relationship of trust happened, well, I'll also say that we were some of the first media outlets to go in there with sound and camera.
Why is we got people going to Israel? They want to be seen a man, man. There's work to be done. We need people going down there to Haiti, down there to Brazil, man. Why are they going to Africa, man? They want to be seen a man. A lot of these elders, man, they want to be seen. A lot of these old school, old fools, they spend all that money to go to Israel, talking about celebrating a Passover, man, in the city of homosexuals. It's really the city of sin now. Why waste money, man, when we can be sending resources, trying to get information down there to our people? That's when you know you're about your nation. Play on.
To the people, and they really appreciated that. And I have to say that it was the women who first came forward and said, "I'm ready to go on camera." Could you imagine the risks that they're taking? But just the grief and the rage was such that we were all really stunned, and not only by the courage of people to come forward to say what
That's
happened
enough
to
on
them.
that.
But
See,
what
the
they
problem going on down there, man, they don't have money for food down there. Esau oppressing them, but Clint and his wife own property down there. On that side of the island, they can't even venture to. They got armed guards. See, they've been oppressed, man, and they don't know why. That's why we have to get down there. Let's get to Genesis. We're gonna start in Genesis 49 and 5. See, and it's gonna tell you who them two on that island. Read that.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brothers.
They are brothers, man. Read.
Instruments of cruelty.
Instruments of cruelty. Read.
Are in their habitation.
They warlike, man. That's why you see them down there going at each other. But now they into all kind of false worshiping. See, they still thinking they practicing righteous rehearsal because the white man might go tell them, yeah, what y'all doing is right. He's not going to tell them that they are Simeon and Levi. let's go deal with why it say that. Go to Genesis 34:1. We'll start there. Read that up.
Genesis chapter 34, verse 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land.
She went out to see the daughters of the land. Read.
And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivites,
See, this is an African man. Read.
prince of the country, saw her and took her.
He what?
Saw her and took her.
Read on.
And lay with her.
Read.
And defiled
What
her.
did he do?
And defiled
So
her.
this is what happened when you're dealing with these other nations. You're defiling yourself. Read.
And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. And he loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto the damsel.
Hold up. He what?
And spake kindly unto the damsel.
Some of you sisters getting that out there in that world. Oh, sister, your shoes are so pretty. And you, I'm telling you, man, don't be lured in. Be careful. I was just watching a guy been raping women. Some guys out there, man, you don't know who they are. So when they compliment you, keep going. This is what happens. Read on.
And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, Give me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter.
He what?
And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter.
He heard how he had defiled his daughter, man. Read.
Now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they were come. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him.
Read on.
And the sons of Jacob came out of the field. When they heard it.
They what?
When they heard
You
it.
got to understand this flex their spirit, man. Like their daddy's spirit was flex. Read.
And the men were grieved.
They was what?
And the men were grieved.
They was angry, pissed off. Read.
And they were very wroth.
That's what I'm telling y'all, man. This is how you stand up for your nation. Read.
Because he had brought folly in Israel, in line with Jacob's daughter.
In line with who?
In line with Jacob's daughter.
When y'all see these other nations lying with our daughters, some of these guys on these street corners won't say a word to them. We're going to let them know if they walk past that camp. Read.
Which thing ought not to be done.
It should never be done. Read. Hold up. Is that it on that? Drop down to verse 9.
Verse 9. And make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you.
This is what these other nations be want to do. Well, jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor, his father, deceitfully.
They did what?
Answered deceitfully.
See, that's how we got to be with these nations, man. Read.
And said, because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto them, we cannot do this thing, to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised.
In the spirit, read.
That were a reproach unto us. But in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be.
If ye will be as we be, read.
That every male of you be circumcised.
Read on.
Then will we give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters unto us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people.
Read on.
But if ye will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughter, and we will be gone. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son.
See what they dealt with them? Deceitfully, man. See, a lot of y'all don't understand that. Jump down to verse 24.
Verse 24. And Hamor, and unto Hamor, and unto Shechem, his son, hearkened all that went out of the gate of his city. And every male was circumcised, all that went out of the gate of his city. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob.
The what?
That two of the sons of Jacob.
Read.
Simeon and Levi.
Oh, who on that island?
Simeon and Levi.
Read.
Dinah's brethren. Took each man his sword.
Took what?
Took each man his sword.
What I tell you about that, man? Read.
And came up into the city boldly.
Boldly, read.
And slew all the males.
They did what?
And slew all the males.
Jump down to verse 30, man.
Verse 30. And Jacob said unto Simeon and Levi, have ye troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land?
Because Jacob understood It was just a few of them, and it was many of these other African nations. Read.
Among the Canaanites and the Perizzites.
Read on.
And I, being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me. And I shall be destroyed, I and my house. And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot?
So hold up, they saying, should he deal with our sister as an harlot? Israel won't stand up for their people, man. You got schools that teaches you can marry with these Edomites, man. That is a good class for not mixing with the other nations. See, you got people that it's okay, man. Let's go to Genesis 29 and 31. Genesis 29 and 31. Read that.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 31. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bare a son. And she called his name Reuben. For she said, surely the Lord hath looked upon my affliction. Now therefore my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, because the Lord had heard that I was hated, he hath therefore given me this son. And she called his name Simeon.
Read on.
And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me.
That's what Levi mean. Read.
Because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Levi.
This is these brothers, man, by the same mother. This is what we're trying to show. Lord, we'll just get down to them. Let's go back to Genesis 49 and 5. What we're trying to establish is who are these nations down there. Because we got people to chart. You can drop dead with your information, man. You ain't coming with no information. You ain't coming with no proof out the Bible. We don't want to hear your opinion, man. Read that again, huh?
Genesis chapter 49, verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brothers.
They are what?
Are brothers.
Read on.
Instruments of cruelty.
Instruments of cruelty today is that so-called voodoo they doing. Levi is still understand they got that same spirit. They're doing some of the things that they did back then, back in what their forefathers did. Read.
Or in their habitation.
Or in their habitation, because they will come and kill, man. Read on.
O my soul.
Jacob say, oh my soul, read.
Come not thou into their secret.
Read on.
Unto their assembly, mine honor. Be not thou united.
My honor, because Jacob understood that they was outnumbered amongst the Hamites. The Ham, read.
For in their anger they will slew a man.
They will what?
They will slew a man.
Hey, I keep telling you, they don't play. Read.
And in their self-will they dig down a wall.
They dig down a wall, man. They will go take down a kingdom. Them light-skinned ones out there, them Spaniards down there, they gonna end up killing them down there, man. That revolution is that Haiti going, I'm gonna tell you something, they're gonna unite. Once they know the truth and how they've been oppressed, because even the dark-skinned Dominicans down there are being oppressed down there, man. It's the same old system set up here in America. The same old, the game don't change. Give me Psalm 68 and 30. The game don't change, man. Just the names. Esau's the devil.
Psalm chapter 68, verse 30. Rebuke the company of spearmen.
Spearmen, these are a man, read.
The multitude of the bulls, with the calves of the people. So everyone submit themselves with pieces of silver. Scatter thou the people that delight in war.
See, Simeon and Levi delighted in war, man. They will go to war, man, on a blink. Y'all better understand this. Wait till these tribes start waking up, man. It's going to be wartime around here, man. Y'all going to see Edomites in ships trying to get somewhere. See, they thinking it's a game. Back to Genesis 49 and 7. You're going to see these things, man. It's going to happen. Be patient. Be patient. See, because we got to get down there. Hear the lady. They trying to send fear not to go down there. But if we can help our peoples down there, the ones that want to repent, we're going to try and help them. Read that out.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 7. Cursed be their anger.
Cursed be what?
Cursed be their anger.
When people's are in anger, when you get mad, you falls into that curse. That means anything can happen to you. What do you think our people's out there, man? They uncontrollable. They get mad, they talking to somebody, they don't know this person got a pistol in his pocket. He already cursed too. So what happens? He pulls the trigger. So when you can't control your anger, you are abiding in the curse. Read.
For it was fierce.
See, their anger was fierce, man. Read.
And their wrath, for it was cruel.
It was cruel. Read.
I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel.
He had to separate these two brothers, man. Warlock tribe, man. Our people will go to war, man. Y'all gonna soon see these things happen. Give me Ecclesiastes 79. Y'all gonna soon see these things happen. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to put our enemy, and they know. They know. Read that up.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry. Read.
For anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
That's who, when you see people get angry, they're a fool because they can't control themselves. When you come into the truth, it's a lifestyle, man. You have to be able this. We're not supposed to be. Yeah, we get out there in the streets. We're not getting angry at our people. We're getting on their ass. And that's what they don't want. They getting angry. This daily life journey, man, it's not about getting angry or mad, man. It's about finding a solution to the problem. Learning how to compromise. Now let's go to Exodus 28:29. We're dealing with Levi. So I want to jump into who they were and how they got down. We want to learn something about this tribe. Read that up. Exodus 28:29. I'm going to bounce back.
Exodus chapter 28, verse 29. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment upon his heart.
See, Aaron was a Levite, man. See, these are the high priests of the Most High. These are the ones that teaches his word. Hey, bring me up a breastplate. That's what it's like right there. And it had at the bottom 2 blue strings to tie it, so when they leaned down, that it didn't come down and tamper with anything. Read on.
When he goeth into the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually.
For what?
For a memorial before the Lord continually.
Ever, man. And they're going to be the high priest again. Read.
And thou shalt put,
read on.
And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim.
Hey, pull that up. This is what they had right here. The Urim was the light and the Thummim was the perfection. These things they used, the high priest used when a leader of the nation would come to them and ask what they should do. They went to the high priests and the Lord was dealing with them. And they would pull one of them out, and which one they pull out, that's what they would go by. Read on.
And they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goeth in before the Lord.
See, when he goeth in before the Lord, read.
And Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually.
That's how they did it, man. It was order in the kingdom. When nobody in there, yap. They would probably tuck their neck out their socket. Let's go to Exodus. Let's get a little detail. Back to Exodus 28:1.
Verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office.
See, this is what they did. They handled the office. When the priest went off, the nation went off. That's why Israel get into all these pagan deities, man. Priests kept order. And I'm going to show you. Read.
Even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons.
Read on.
And thou shalt make holy garments.
Holy garments, man. They had special garments, man. Read.
And Aaron thy brother for glory and for beauty.
For glory and for what?
And for beauty.
Glory and beauty, man. Give me Psalms 29 and 2. For glory and beauty, man. That's why Israel get down like we do, man. We the top on the planet, man. Read that out.
Psalms chapter 29, verse 2. Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name.
Give unto the Lord the glory. That's why I try to tell brothers, when we in here doing this work for the Lord, we giving him glory, man, by representing ourselves in a way that the nation respect us. We can't give him glory by being a nigger. We have to be Israelites. Read.
Worship the Lord in the beauty.
In the what?
In the beauty of holiness.
In the beauty of holiness. That's unity, man. The people's getting along together, man. This is deep, man. This is rich. Give me First Chronicles 16 and 24. This is rich. Nobody have no understanding. That's why it's got to be taught. And a lot of people out there, they don't want to get fed. They want to continue walking with the dead. Read that up.
First Chronicles chapter 16,
verse 24.
Verse 24. Declare his glory among the heathen.
Hold on, what did he say?
Declare his glory among the heathen.
He said declare it, man. Right now, he said declare it. We in captivity here, man. We have to walk like Israelites with men's and women's. We can't be niggas in the truth. Read.
His marvelous works among all nations.
See, you see his marvelous work, man. That's why we got guys, they can't stay in order. Women's, they can't stay in order. He's going to deal with them, man. Read.
For great is the Lord.
For who?
For great is the Lord.
If you serving the Lord, you know how great he is. Read.
And greatly to be praised.
And greatly to be praised. Read.
He also is to be feared above all gods.
Somebody they don't like to fear. Because when you get angry in your mind, you come into class, I'm bringing this out, you're not taking heed to it. Read on.
For all the gods of the people are idols.
That's all of Islam, Buddha, Allah, any of this garbage are idols. Read.
But the Lord made the heavens.
The Lord made the heavens. Read.
Glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place.
Read on.
Give unto the Lord, ye kindreds of the people.
Ye kindreds of the peoples. Read.
Give unto the Lord glory and strength.
Glory and strength. Read.
Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name.
Give it to his name, man. I'm telling you, quit playing games. Read.
Bring an offering.
Read on.
And come before him. Worship the Lord in the beauty.
In the what?
In the beauty
Read on.
of holiness.
Read up.
Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it cannot be moved. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice. Let the men say among the nations, the Lord reigneth.
The who?
The Lord reigneth.
That's what we are here telling them, man. This is what these jobs of the high priest, this is what our job is today. To bring this to our people, man. It's what the Levi's job was, man. Let's go back. Exodus 28:3. Some of y'all highlight that, man. You'll need it later. Read that, huh?
Exodus chapter 28, verse 3. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted.
Hold up. Thou shalt what?
And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted.
That are learned, man. That wise mean learn. Read.
Whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom.
The what?
The spirit of wisdom.
See, the spirit of wisdom, man. Knowing how to operate in this truth, man. This is what the Levites were supposed to do. This is Judah's job now. Read.
That they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him.
Consecrate him. Make it pure, sanctified, blessed. Read.
That he may minister unto me in the priest office.
That he may minister unto me in the priest office. Give me Deuteronomy 34 and 9. Deuteronomy 34 and 9, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 9. And Joshua the son of Nun was filled of the spirit of wisdom.
He was what?
Filled of the spirit of wisdom.
He was full of the spirit of wisdom, man. Read.
For Moses had laid his hand upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him.
They did what?
Hearkened unto him.
Read on.
And did as the Lord commanded Moses.
And they did what?
And did as the Lord commanded Moses.
See, because y'all don't understand these prophets, they was having hell with some of our people, man. Give me Isaiah 11:2, man. This here is a spiritual journey, man. Y'all better take heed to this, man. This is what the Levite job. Now, this is what Judah job is, man. Read.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him.
It's going to rest upon him, read.
The Spirit of wisdom.
The Spirit of wisdom, man, read.
And understanding.
Understanding, read.
The Spirit of counsel and might.
The Spirit of counsel and might, read.
The Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord.
Read on up.
And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes.
He's not going to judge after the sight. That's why I keep telling people we're dealing with spirits. Read.
Neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
Not that gospel, man, but read on.
But with righteousness shall he judge the poor.
Read on.
And reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth.
That's this Bible. That's this word. Read.
And with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
That's what we doing, man. We out there in the spirit. People don't understand these things because they don't know anything. Back to Exodus 28:4. See, we're duplicating what the high priest was doing. He called Judah now to go to work. Read up.
Exodus chapter 28, verse 4. And these are the garments which they shall make. A breastplate.
A what?
A breastplate.
A breastplate, man. And a lot of y'all go and y'all buying this stuff. This is what the high priest wore. You see that breastplate? It's got all the tribe names on it. Read on.
And an ephod.
Give me that ephod, man. That ephod. Y'all see the ephod right there? Don't worry about that linen turban. And they didn't have the garbage on their head. That's the so-called devil putting that on there. But we had to take this. But you see the ephod right there? That's what the ephod is right there. You see the breastplate right there of the judgment, and they had a pouch back in there where it kept the Urim and Thummim in there. Read on.
And a robe.
And a what?
And a robe.
Don't y'all see the robe right there with the fringes? Read.
And an embroidered coat.
And a what?
And an embroidered coat.
And an embroidered coat. Can y'all see that right there? The embroidered coat. Read.
A mitre.
A what?
A mitre.
A mitre. Not nothing covering their head, man. It was just going around here. Read.
And a girdle.
And a what?
And a girdle.
A girdle. Go ahead.
And they shall make holy garments for Aaron, thy brother, and his son.
This is what the Levites was wearing, man. That's why they're getting punished the worst. Read.
That he may minister unto me in the priest's office.
That he may minister unto me in the priest's office. Jump down to verse 9.
Verse 9. And thou shalt take two onyx stones, and grave on them the names of the children of Israel.
Hey, give me that picture, so while we going through it, I want them to see it. Because I know pictures, not that. The ones with the shoulder thing. Not that one. Not that one. Give me the other one. That's the one you should have had up there first. That's another example of this. That's how the priestly garments. Not that one. That's the ephod and the veil. It's the one with the shoulder straps on it. I say that I'm a computer tech. Hey, that is right there. Go back down. I see it. Go down. Go up. I mean, that is right there. That's it. Yeah, I saved it, man. That's it. Make it bigger. Right here. Now read that again.
And thou shalt take two onyx stones.
These onyx stones right here. Read.
And grave on them the names of the children of Israel.
Read on.
6 of their names on the stone.
6 of one on this side and one on this side. Read.
And the other 6 names on the other stone.
Read on.
According to their birth.
According to their birth, their order. Read.
With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet. Shalt thou engrave the 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. Thou shalt make them to be set in ouches of gold.
See right there? Give me that other picture, man. See them blue straps right there? That's what they tied around them to keep it from folding over on them. Now give me that other picture. The one with the garment on it, the colorful one. You see how this look? With the shoulder pads and everything. This is how they got down. Leave that one up. Jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work.
This is how the Levites got down, man. They need to know their history. Read.
After the work of the ephod, thou shalt make it of gold, of blue.
See, you can see the ephod right in there at the of gold and blue. Read.
And of purple.
And what?
And of purple.
Read on.
And of scarlet. And of fine twined linen shalt thou make it. Four square it shall be, being double. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set it in the settings of stone, even 4 rows of stone.
Y'all see them 4 rows right there? Read on.
The first row shall be a sardius.
Hey, give me that picture with the tribe names on it. The one, the breastplate with the tribe names on it. There we go right there. Now read on.
A topaz.
A what?
A topaz.
Read on.
And a carbuncle. This shall be the first row.
See if you can see Levi, Simeon, and who? Reuben. Is that what they say?
Levi, Simeon, and Reuben.
Right. Go ahead.
And the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond.
Hey, read on.
And the third row,
See,
a legume.
right there, the third row, the second row. And Zebulun, Issachar, and Judah. Read.
And a gate, and a athemis. And the fourth row, a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold in their enclosures. And the stones shall be with the names of the children of Israel.
See, the children of Israel, read.
12 according to their names, like the engravings of a signet. Every one with his name shall be according to the 12 tribes.
See, this is all the Levites ministers to. So we only ministering to our nation. We're not dealing with the other nations. A lot of people don't like that. Now let's go back, jump down to verse 30.
Verse 30. And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgments the Urim and the Thummim.
Show me that Urim and Thummim again. It was a little sack that went right behind her, a little pouch that it hold. There we go. Urim and Thummim, light and perfection. Read.
And they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goeth in before the Lord. And Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually.
Continuously. Now give me Leviticus 8 and 6. 8 and 6. Leviticus 8 and 6. And see if they didn't continue this practice. Read this.
Leviticus chapter 8, verse 6. And Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water.
He cleansed them with the word, man. Read.
And he put upon him the coat.
The coat, read.
And girded him with the girdle. And clothed him with the robe. And put the ephod upon him.
Bring the picture back up, man, with the garment, the whole thing. There we go. Read.
And he girded him with the curious girdle of the ephod. And bound it unto him therewith. And he put the breastplate upon him. Also he put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummim. And he put upon the and he put the mitre upon his head.
See, he had a mitre. They didn't have that clothes linen Thummim up there, man. See how the white man lie. Read.
Also upon the mitre, even upon his forefront, did he put the golden plate.
A golden plate, man. Read.
The holy crown.
A holy crown. Read.
As the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took the anointing oil and anointed the tabernacle and all that was therein and sanctified
Some
them.
of y'all don't know this place has been anointed already. Read.
And he sprinkled thereof upon the altar 7 times.
7 times. Read.
And anointed the altar and all his vessels, both the laver and his foot, to sanctify them. And he poured of the anointing oil upon Aaron's head, and anointed him to sanctify him.
Do what?
To sanctify him.
To sanctify him, to cleanse his spirit, man. This is how, give me Numbers 20 and 28. See, the Levites, man, from the southern, we'll get it about. Read this.
Numbers chapter 20, verse 28. And Moses stripped Aaron of his garment.
See, Moses stripped Aaron of his garment. Read.
And put them upon Eleazar his son.
And put him upon Eleazar his son. Read.
And Aaron died there in the top of the mount.
Aaron passed on. That's why he took his garment and gave it to his son. Read.
And Moses and Eleazar came down from the mount.
Read on.
And when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, they mourned for Aaron 30 days.
30 days, man. Jump over to Numbers 27:18. See, I want to get this and show you how they passed this custom. They continue to do this work, man. This is their job. They're being called. Where we at 27:18? Read.
Numbers chapter 27, verse 18. And the Lord said unto Moses, take thee Joshua the son of Nun.
Read on.
A man in whom is it who a man in whom is the spirit.
Man walking in the spirit, man. Read.
And lay thine hand upon him.
Read on.
And set him before Eleazar the priest.
And set him before Eleazar the Levi. Read.
And before all the congregation.
And for all the congregation. Read.
And give him a charge in their sight.
Let him know he's the man that's running things now. Read.
And thou shalt put some of thine honor upon him.
And he should put some of his honor upon him. Read.
That all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient.
May be obedient, man, what they hated, man. Read on.
And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of Uriam before the Lord.
See, they still kept this program running. They still kept the Urim and Thummim going. Read.
At his word shall they go out.
At his word shall, whatever they come and ask counsel of him, he would give them the word of the God, and it would go out. Read.
And at his word they shall come in.
And his word they shall come in. Read.
Both he and all the children of Israel with him.
Read on.
Even all the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him.
See, Moses did. That's why Moses was a man of Yahweh Shai the Most High. Read.
And he took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest and before all the congregation. And he laid his hands upon him and gave him a charge, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses.
Let's go to 1 Samuel, man, 28 and 5. Everything you've seen is order. It's not going to be no chaos. Let me show you what Saul, man. Let me show you what the wicked spirit. Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 5. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid.
He was what?
He was afraid.
Now, Saul had a wicked ass spirit, man. Read.
And his heart greatly trembled.
And his heart greatly trembled. Read.
And when Saul inquired of the Lord.
See, when he went in to go inquire of the Lord, read.
The Lord answered him not.
See, all these priests that he had, the Lord answered him not. Read.
Neither by dreams.
Neither by dreams, read.
Nor by Uriam.
Not by Urim and Thummim, read.
Nor by prophets.
He wasn't dealing with him no more, man. He understood he was wicked. Let's go back. Exodus 28 and 31. It's going to get deep.
Exodus chapter 28, verse 31. And thou shalt take the ram of the consecration and seethe his flesh in a holy place. And Aaron and his sons shall eat of the flesh of the ram, and the bread that is in the basket by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they shall eat those things wherewith the atonement was made.
The atonement was made, man. Read.
To consecrate and to sanctify them.
And to concentrate and sanctify them and cleanse them. Read.
But a stranger shall not eat thereof.
A stranger shall not eat thereof. Read on.
Because they are holy.
The priests are separate. Read.
And if aught of the flesh of the consecration or of the bread remain until the morning, Then thou shalt burn the remainder with fire.
You had Exodus 28, 31? Man, you all right? Yeah, man. I'm looking at mine. I'm like, where you at? Somebody help me, my glasses. It happens, y'all. Read on, huh?
Exodus chapter 28, verse 31. And thou shalt make the robe of the ephod all of blue.
Hey, all of blue. Hey, give me that blue. Hey, you gonna tell me I didn't save it? Not that one. I want the one all of blue. Leave it right there, man. Keep going. Read on.
And there shall be a hole in the top of it.
Why was it a hole in the top? You got to put it on your, you got to put your head through, don't you? Read.
And in the midst thereof.
In the midst thereof, read.
It shall have a binding of woven work round about the whole of it, as it were the whole of a bergeron, that it be not rent. And beneath upon the hem of it, thou shalt make pomegranates of blue.
There you go right there, man. There it is. See the hole up there, the hole in the arms. And see down there, you got the pomegranates, man. Those are your little tassels. Read on.
And of purple.
And what?
And of purple.
Read on.
And of scarlet. Round about the hem thereof. And bells of gold between them round about.
Hey, try to make that picture where the blue at the bottom. Make it a little bigger. I had one perfect, man. It's at home, though. All right, bring that one up to me. Let's see it. You see those bells? So when they walk, see the little pomegranates at the bottom? When they walk, they little jangle. Like that. Y'all know the priest was in. People go shaking, boy. No, you don't committed a sin that week. You want to see that Edomite in there, though. Where we at? Read on.
A golden bell and a pomegranate.
See, that's what a pomegranate, man. It ain't no shield, man. It ain't no star, man. That's what this is talking about, man. Y'all better quit getting confused. Read on.
A golden bell and a pomegranate.
Read on.
Upon the hem of the robe round about.
Had it at the bottom on the hem, man. They didn't have just regular fringes. Let's see. Like this. Read on.
And it shall be upon Aaron to minister. And his sound shall be heard when he goeth into the holy place before the Lord.
See, his sound shall be heard. Read on.
And when he cometh out, that he die not.
That he what?
That he die not.
That he die not, man. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of y'all don't understand the responsibilities of holding this office. A lot of people ready to jump into the fire, man, and they ain't ready, man. You see them out there in them street corners. I got a call from a brother this week, man, dealing with he's seeing what we're saying. A lot of these camps are out of order, man. They out there looking like they understand who they represent. You got a lot of them out there. I don't know who sold their garments. They must get them at the kiddie store, man. Because they all got garments look like they just rip sheets down and go out there on the street corners, man. They don't understand who they represent, man. And that's the problem with our nation. They follow wicked men. Jump down to verse 43.
Verse 43. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons.
The Levites, this nation's read.
When they come into the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near unto the altar to minister in the holy place.
This is a holy place, man. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all coming in here with this garbage, you're going to get your neck snapped, man. Read.
That they bear not iniquity.
That they bear what?
That they bear not iniquity and die.
Read on.
It shall be a statute forever.
So their office ain't going to continue forever. They're going to be the high priest again. Read.
Unto him and his seed after him.
And his seed after him. So once the ones wake up and start understanding what they're supposed to do, Israel's coming back together, man. We are coming back together as a nation. Deuteronomy 33 and 9. Let's get a little more. Read that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 9. who said unto his father and to his mother,
He said unto his father and mother, read.
I have not seen him.
I have not seen him, read.
Neither did he acknowledge his brothers,
Neither did he acknowledge his brothers, read.
nor knew his own children.
Nor knew his own children, read.
For they have observed thy word.
They have, what did the Levites do?
Observed thy word.
They observed this word. They kept it, read.
And kept thy
And
covenant.
they did what?
And kept thy
And
covenant.
they kept the covenant, man. Give me Exodus 32 and 26. Let's break it down some. Exodus 32 and 26. I told you these brothers get down, man. I can't wait to join with my brothers. Read that.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 26. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp
He stood in the gate of the camp, man. Read.
and said, Who is on the Lord's side?
He said, who is on the Lord's side? Read.
Let him come unto me.
Let him come unto me. Read.
And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
See, they understood. Read.
And he said unto them,
He said unto the Levites, read.
Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side,
He said, put your sword by your side. Read.
and go in and out from the gate. So like it go in and out from the gate to gate throughout the camp,
Read.
and slay every man his brother,
Say, because they kept the order, man. Read.
and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses.
They did according to the word of Moses. Read.
And there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men.
Read on.
For Moses had said, consecrate yourselves today to the Lord.
He say, sanctify, cleanse yourself this day to the Lord. Read.
Even every man upon his sons and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin.
See, that's what people don't understand. Moses was dealing with our people, man. They had came out of Egypt. Y'all, a lot of y'all still hear bondage in the mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't gonna be that tap you on the wrist thing. Gonna be taking your neck off, man. I'm just trying to let y'all know. This ain't gonna be no game, man. Get yourself in order now. A lot of you don't like to listen, don't like to hearken. That's why you're catching hell. We hear, I'm trying to show you, but a lot of y'all don't have no trust in the Lord. It's not me, it's not these brothers, it's the Lord that's orchestrating things around here. Read.
And now I will go up unto the Lord.
Read on.
Peradventure, I shall make an atonement for your sins.
Make an atonement, pray for your sins, man. Sacrifice an animal. Read.
And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, Oh, this people have sinned a great sin,
They have always done this. Read.
and have made them gods of gold.
Gods of gold, man. You can say this today, their houses, their cars, whatever. Read.
Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sins, and if not, blot me,
Blot me out, man. Moses was really to die for the nation. Read.
I pray thee, out of the book which thou hast written. And the Lord said unto Moses, Whosoever had sinned against me,
Whosoever sin against me,
him will I blot out of my book.
him I'm going to blot out of my book. Read.
Therefore, now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee.
Follow the order. Read.
Behold, my angel shall go before thee.
In a pillar of a cloud. Read.
Nevertheless, in that day, when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them.
Nevertheless, in that day, in the last day, he's going to visit y'all, man. He's going to visit the ones that don't want to get right. Read.
And the Lord plagued the people.
What you think is going over there in Haiti, man? Read.
Because they made the calf, which Aaron made.
Aaron did it. Let's go. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 12. That's why it is very prudent that, like I say, you come in here, feet down on the ground, getting yourself in order, man. Being a man of the Most High and his son. I've been a nigga in this truth, man. Niggas get put to sleep. That's why you see them funerals every week. I'm not just talking about the young, y'all thinking I'm talking about the young thugs out there in the corner. I'm talking about Big Mom and old school too. See? I'm talking about wives too. Read.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren,
And we beseech you, brethren, read.
to know them which labor among you.
Which, see, some of them don't like to labor, man. They got excuses. Always got excuses, man. Let me tell you something. Most High is not dealing with them, man. I don't care. You can't be a part-time Israelite, man. This is a full-time life. This is full-time. And people take it and play with it, man. Read.
And are over you in the Lord.
And over you in the Lord, read.
And admonish you.
And admonish you, rebuke you, reprove you, chastise you. Some people flee when that happens because they don't want it. Read.
And to esteem them very highly in love.
And to esteem them, man, to show them the way. Read.
For their work's sake.
Read on.
And be at peace among yourselves.
Be at peace amongst yourselves. Read.
Now we exhort you.
We encourage you. Read.
Brethren.
Read on.
Warn them that are unruly.
He say what?
Warn them that are unruly.
This is our job now. Read.
Comfort the feeble-minded.
Comfort the feeble-minded, the foolish. Read.
Support the weak.
Support the weak, man. I tell y'all not understanding what this movement is about. It's about a nation. It's not about an individual. Read.
Be patient toward all men.
Be patient. Some people ain't got patience, man, because they don't understand you have to be this all men of your nation. Read.
See that none render evil for evil unto any man.
See that they don't do these things, man. Read.
But ever follow that which is good.
Follow that which is good. Read.
Both among yourselves and to all men.
To all men, man. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 33 and 10. See, matter of fact, go back to verse 9. This is what the Levite jobs was, man. They was not to have no respect of person. Their job was to keep the order. And you can't keep order by being soft. You have to be an austere man. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 9. Who said unto his father and to his mother.
Who said unto his father and his mother's, read.
I have not seen him.
Read on.
Neither did he acknowledge his brother.
Neither did he acknowledge. You don't put nobody on no pedestal, man. That's why I keep telling you, I don't care how much money you got. When you walk in here, you're an Israelite. See, I don't care about that because I know it'll destroy people. Because that's what they want. You got a lot of them that'll call, could you help me pay my bills? I'm like, what about my bills? What about the school bills? You want me to help you, and you ain't helping the Lord. Read.
And nor knew his own children.
Read on.
For they have observed thy word.
Read.
And kept thy covenant.
Read on.
They shall teach Jacob thy judgment.
They shall teach who?
Jacob thy judgment.
That's what their job was. Read.
And Israel thy law.
Read on.
They shall put incense before thee, and whole burnt sacrifices upon thine altar.
That's what their job was to do. Give me 2 Chronicles 17:18. This is what their job is to do. Some of them will get on here and see this video and reject it because they want to continue doing wicked things, man. Read that up.
2 Chronicles chapter 17, verse 18.
Verse 8.
Verse 8. And with them he sent Levites.
And with them, matter of fact, jump up to verse 7.
Verse 7. Also in the 3rd year of his reign, he sent to his princes, even Ben-Hel, and to Obadiah.
Obadiah, read.
And to Zechariah.
Zechariah, read.
And to Nathaniel. And to Micaiah, to teach in the cities of Judah.
He sent them to teach in the city of Judah, man, read.
And with them he sent Levites.
And with them he sent Levites, read.
Even Shemaiah, and Nathaniel, and Zebediah, and Ashael, and Shemor-Ramah, and Jonathan, and Adonijah, and Tobijah, and Tobijah, Levites, and with them Elishama, and Jerome, priest.
Read.
And they taught in Judah, and had the book of the law of the Lord with them.
Read on.
And went about throughout all the cities of Judah, and taught the people.
And did what?
And taught the people.
That's what their job, man. That's what our job is. Hey, man, let me tell you something. We can't pull the sword out, the other sword. We're going to pull this sword out. A lot of people don't want this, man. That's what their job was, to go out and teach the people. Give me Deuteronomy 33 and 11. This is what the Levite jobs were. That's why they were sanctified. We're going to get even more, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 11. Bless Lord, his substance.
Bless Lord, his substance, man. You know, because the Levites didn't get any inheritance. Their whole total dependence was from the nation. Read.
And accept the work of his hands.
And accept the work of his hands, man. Read.
Smite through the loins of them that rise against him.
He said, kill them that rise up, man, against his word. Read.
And of them that hate him.
And them that hate him. Read.
That they rise not again.
That they what?
That they rise not again.
Give me Deuteronomy 18 and 1. See, they had no substance. They had no land. Their whole dependency was on us. And I'm going to show you this today. Why I say, will a man rob God? I'm going to show you this, man, what it's going into. Read up.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 1. The priests, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Israel.
No parts, no inheritance, no land. Read.
They shall eat the offerings of the Lord made by fire.
Read on.
And his inheritance. Therefore, shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. The Lord is their inheritance.
Who is their inheritance?
The Lord is their inheritance.
Read on.
As he had said unto them.
See, as he has said unto them, jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5. For the Lord thy God hath chosen him out of all thy tribes.
See, the Levites was chosen, man, out of all the tribes. Read.
To stand to minister in the name of the Lord, him and his sons forever.
How long?
Forever.
It never end, man. It ain't gonna stop. They coming back. Read.
And if a Levite come from any of thy gates out of all Israel, where he sojourned, and come with all the desire of his mind unto the place which the Lord shall choose.
The Lord will choose. Read.
Then he shall minister in the name of the Lord his God.
His God. Read.
As all his brethren the Levites do.
That's all his brothers do. Read.
Which stand there before the Lord.
Read on.
They shall have like portions to eat.
See, they going to have like portion to eat. That's why I say bless their substance. Read.
Beside that which cometh of the sale of his patrimony.
That's his birthright. Now, let's go to Psalms 132:15. Psalms 132:15. Psalms 132:15.
Psalms chapter 132, verse 15. And I will abundantly bless her provision.
He's going to abundantly bless the Levites, their tithes, man, their allowance. Whatever is given, he's going to bless it for me. Read.
I will satisfy her poor with bread.
Read on.
I will also clothe her priest with salvation.
He's going to clothe the priest with salvation. Read.
And her saints shall shout aloud for joy.
They're going to what?
Shout aloud for joy.
Let's go to something else and say why he say smite. Let's go to 1 Maccabees 2 and 1, man. Let me show you how these guys, let me show you how they get down, man. They kept order. Read that right quick.
1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest.
Hey, what?
A priest.
These are Levites brothers here, man. The Maccabees was Levites. Read.
Of the son of Joarab from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Modin, central Israel. Now, let's go to 1 Ezra 9 and 16. 1 Ezra 9 and 16. Let me show you what they was doing, man. See, they went off, like I say, when they go off, the nation go off. See, read that.
1 Ezra chapter 9, verse 16. And Ezra the priest chose unto him the principal men of their family.
Read on.
All by name. And in the first day of the 10th month, they sat together to examine the matter.
They sat together to examine the matter. Jump down to verse 20.
Verse 20. And they gave their hands to put away their wives.
Their wives, man, the other nations. Read.
And to offer rams to make reconcilements for their errors.
It's saying, why is people still teaching you can marry the other nations? This is madness, man. Jump down to verse 33.
Verse 33. And of the sons of Asam.
Read.
Aletius and Matthias.
Matthias. Read.
And Benaniah and Eliphalet and Manassas and Simi. And of the sons of Menai.
Hold up. Jump down to verse. Just keep reading.
And of the sons of Menai.
Now jump down to verse 36.
Verse 36. All these had taken strange wives.
What did the Levi priest had done?
Taken strange wives.
That's why they catching hell, man. They had taken strange wives. Read.
And they put them away with their children.
Hold up. What did they do?
And they put them away with their children.
They put them away with their children, man. This is cold. Read.
And the priests and Levites, and they that were of Israel dwelt in Jerusalem and in the country in the first day of the 7th month. So the children of Israel were in their habitation.
They was in their land. Read on.
And the whole multitude came together with one accord unto the broad place of the holy porch toward the east.
They knew what to do, proper procedures. Read on.
And they spake unto Esdras the priest.
They spake unto who?
Esdras the priest.
They spake unto Esdras the priest. Read.
And reader.
And who?
And reader.
Oh, y'all don't think they had that? But people, Esdras had a reader. Read on.
That he would bring the law of Moses.
The law of who?
The law of Moses.
Read.
That was given of the Lord God of Israel.
Read on.
So Esdras the chief priest brought the law unto the whole multitude from man to woman, and to all the priests, to hear the law in the first day of the 7th month.
Read on.
And he read in the broad court before the holy porch in the morning unto midday.
On the morning unto midday. Read.
Before both men and women.
Both before men and women. Read on.
And all the multitude gave heed unto the law.
They took heed unto that law, man. Read.
And Esdras the priest and reader of the law stood up upon a pulpit of wood, which was made for that purpose.
Read.
And there stood up by him Matthias.
Who?
Matthias.
Who? See, Matthias stood up by him. Read.
And Samuz, and Ananias, and Azarias, and Urias, and Ezekias, and Balasamas upon the right hand.
Upon the right hand. Man, give me Nehemiah 8 and 1. Nehemiah 8 and 1, man. A lot of times we don't know that it's in here until it's brought to us. We read it, not comprehend it. This is what the priests, man. This is the Levites, man. It never changed. Read that up.
Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe.
The priest read.
To bring the book of the law of Moses.
It's going to say the same thing. Read.
Which the Lord had commanded to Israel. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, upon the first day of the 7th month. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate, from the morning until midday, before the men and the women, and those that could understand, and the ears of all the people that were attentive unto the book of the law. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood, which was made for the purpose. And beside him stood Matthias.
Who?
Matthias.
Read on.
And Shema, and Ananiah, and Urijah, and Hilkiah, and Manasseh, and on his right hand, and on his left hand, Pedijah, and Mishael, and Micaiah, and Hasharum, and Bedina, and Zechariah, and Meshullam.
Jump down to verse 8.
Verse 8. So they read in the book of the book of the law of God distinctly.
Distinctly read.
And gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
And caused them to understand the reading, man. Read.
And Nehemiah, which is the Tishtara,
the government.
And Ezra, the priest, the scribe, and the Levites that taught the people.
That what?
And the Levites that taught the people.
Levites was the ones teaching the people, man. Read.
Said unto all the people, this day is holy unto the Lord your God. Mourn not.
Mourn not, man. Read.
Nor weep.
Nor we read.
For all the people wept when they heard the words of the law.
They wept when they heard the word of the law, man. They wept. Back to First Maccabees 2 and 2. See, these was Levites, man. They got down. And they got down. So when you see that word priest, you know what they are, Levites. Read that.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 2. And he had 5 sons.
Read on.
Joniah, called Sidis, Simon, called Thasai, Judas, who was called Maccabeus, Eleazar, called Abiram, and Jonathan, whose surname was Athos. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah.
Hold on, where was we? Go back to verse 4.
Verse 4. Judas, who was called Maccabeus.
Why was he called Maccabeus, man? He was the hammer. Judah went out. This dude went and put work in. There's one bad dude here. There's one bad dude here. Let's jump back up to verse 6.
Verse 6. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem.
Read.
He said, woe is me.
Woe, destruction is unto me. Read.
Therefore was I born to see this misery of my people.
Read on.
And of the holy city.
Of the nation. Read.
And to dwell there. When it was delivered into the hand of the enemy. And the sanctuary into the hand of strangers. Her temple is become as a man without glory.
Without what?
Without glory.
This is what the priests, this is what they brought, the glory and honor to the Lord. Read.
Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity.
Read on.
Her infants are slain in the streets.
That's what happens when we go off, man. We are punished. Read.
Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Of the enemy, man. Let's see why all this happened. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:15. Let's go to the source. Why they catching hell over there? Read that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
read,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
People don't like to listen, man, even though you're trying to talk to them. That's pride. Pride kicks in, man. Read.
To observe, to do.
To observe, to do. That observe means to keep. Read.
All his commandments.
All his commandments. Read.
And his statutes.
And his laws. Read.
Which I command thee this day.
Read on.
That all these curses.
Why the Levites catching hell down there in Haiti?
That all these curses.
Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Overtake thee, man. Give me that inside Haiti, man. Look at this, man. Look at our people, man. See them with them so positive. Go back. Go back. It's positive. Think they don't get. I told you I had to have a Glock in the alley with them, man, with that sword. They may block more shots. You see them all out there with swords, man. See, that's in their spirit. A lot of the stuff that we do, it's in our spirit. That's in their spirit, man. They just don't know who they are. What? Tell me something else that you see in this video that they got. Women's in dresses. What color are they? They know that what the purification was pure. Something else in there that you see. They head covered. See, they just don't know who they are. See, after generations of wicked men amongst them, they practicing bad habits now. Play on.
Everything is one. Everything is one.
See,
In life.
wicked ass man. Get that paddle, man. Yeah, it's too late.
What we call
Yeah.
opatage.
Stop all that, man.
Sharing, what we have.
See, it's not the voodoo tradition, man. Animal sacrifice. Drinking the blood, pause it. Give me Leviticus 7 and 11. Leviticus 7 and 11.
Leviticus chapter 7, verse 11. And this is the law of the sacrifice of peace offerings.
See, they don't understand what they doing, man. White man come over there, it's voodoo, man. Y'all doing voodoo. And they thinking, and you see it in the movies. He put it in the movies. He glorified. He's sitting over there. And what happened? They put them spirits on the people. Just like our people. They tell them they bloods and crips. They bring out the movie color, and everybody want to walk around here with a color on. How you going to make any money if you're trying to just sell to the blue? Or you just trying to sell to red? What do red and blue make? Nah. Anybody know? Purple? See, it always meant green to me. Because I'm going to deal with both sides. See, that's what it is. Read that up. Jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. And the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering for thanksgiving shall be eaten the same day that it is offered. He shall not leave any of it until the morning. But if the sacrifice of his offering be a vow.
See, that's what they practice and they don't understand. If they just go to the Bible and open the Bible up, they'll know who they are. Why? Let me ask you this. I'm just going to be serious. Why come any other tribe doing that? Think about it. Why they the only tribe over there doing that? Why voodoo ain't happening down there in Brazil? Why it ain't happening down there in Cuba? Why of all the tribes, they the only one doing this? It's in their spirit, man. It's in their DNA. They the Levites. Read on.
Or a voluntary offering. It shall be eaten the same day that he offered his sacrifice. And on the morrow also, the remaining of it shall be eaten.
Shall be eaten. Jump down to verse 26.
Verse 26. Moreover, ye shall eat no manner of blood.
All they got to do is read the scripture. Who teaching them this stuff? The wicked man's amongst them, man. Because 2/3 of them gonna die. So a lot of you heard a dude on there talking about apartheid and all that, man. Apartheid was about taking them down. Everything that they teaching the Africans is all to take them down. Read that again.
Moreover, ye shall eat no manner of blood.
This is in Leviticus, man. 7 and 26. What are they doing over there now? Feeding them blood. Read.
Whether it be of fowl or of beast, in any of your dwellings.
He shouldn't do wherever you at. You shouldn't defile your body, man. Let's go back to the video. See, look. You see Papa? Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Let's keep word in there, man. Let me see if the guy's getting it. What did it say right there? Oh. And you see a lot of the men, they don't have beards on. What they it's just in their DNA, man. Well. Look at the sister, see him? See, that's the purification of water. See, they just don't have the understanding. Why is they the only nation doing that? This is an abomination to God. See, come the devil. See, now they making money off of it. See, there go your evangelist. Again, defiling their temple. All kind of witchcraft, man. It's not voodoo, it's witchcraft. There ain't nothing wrong with her, man. Need the hand on her. Father, Jesus on the white horse. Ain't them liquor bottles? Right in that stone, man. Play out. Father, this is all a game how they run it on people, man. It's all about money now. Well, Father, did we have a lady over here called Cleo one time? There's an 800 number you can call in. All they're gonna do is ask you questions, try to get you the answer. They don't know nothing, man. Cleo dead. Play on. Hey, hold on, Father. Cleo didn't see that in the future for all this. Play on. This is what's going on in Haiti. Father, ain't that white Jesus over there? Ain't that white Jesus? Is that nigga? Is that him? Play on, man. Hold up. Nobody's dealing with her. She ain't seeing. See, look at this mess, man. Look at this, man. Lesbian right there. See? Father, go back just a little piece. I thought I seen another Edomite. Go a little bit more. Oh, right there. We got another gangster in the house. Lay on, man. Look at this garbage, man. Ain't no spirit coming in there, man. This is all witchcraft. Voodoo is me. See, it's about money. It's an assurance that the dollar will come in like the preachers. And we're going to see how much she pays. She positive. The asking price with his portion. How did you pay to go get it? See, y'all better understand game. Recognize game. Some of y'all ain't got game. Give me Leviticus 6 and 9. Let's deal with some of these laws, man.
Leviticus chapter 6, verse 9. Command Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering, because of the burning upon the altar all night until the morning.
So I guess the evening, I'm confused now. They got the new day starting in the morning. Come on, man. Read up.
And the fire of the altar shall be burning in it.
Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. And this is the law of the meat offering. The sons of Aaron shall offer it before the Lord, before the altar.
They just doing what they spirit, but they doing it wrongly. And that's why you see so many of our peoples in the Christianity churches. It's a spiritual thing, man, but they just being fed the wrong medicine. Where we at? Verse what? 25.
Verse 25. Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, this is the law of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is killed, shall the sin offering be killed before the Lord. It is most holy.
So what you think? Why is it they only tribe doing this? They the Levites, man. You can't, no matter what anybody say, they can't refute this evidence. Jump down to verse 7 and 1.
Verse 7, chapter 7, verse 1. Likewise, this is the law of the trespass offering. It is most holy.
Why? Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. And this is the law of the sacrifice of the peace offering, which he shall offer unto the Lord.
Which he shall offer unto the Lord, man. Let's go to verse 15 and 13. They're practicing, but they're practicing the wrong way. Just like Christianity, just like Muslims. Read that. Let me show you about them in that water. Read that.
Leviticus chapter 15, verse 13. And when he that hath an issue is clean of his issue, then he shall number to himself 7 days for his cleansing.
Read on.
And wash his clothes.
Read on.
And bathe his flesh in running water, and shall be clean.
What you think they doing, man? Anybody can't feel that? They just ain't read this. Wait till, what do you think Leviticus is about? Who's this name? What is it named after? Just take the TICU off. It's the Levites. Wow. 19 and 26. Leviticus 19:26.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
You shall what?
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
You shall not eat it, man. Read.
Neither shall you use enchantment or observe times.
What do you think you're seeing? Sorcery, witchcraft. That's what you're seeing in there. That's what they're doing. Read on.
You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
What you think you see the man's doing? They in sin. Read on.
You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Read on.
Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
This day was ordered to not to do this. This is rebellion against their God, because they done went through generations of not knowing. The tradition is not passed down. The truth, it was not passed down. It got watered down. They went into hard bondage, man. Telling y'all the truth. You can't do the 12 tribes breakdown. You have to break down each individual tribe and show you that who they are is what they're doing today. Give me Malachi 2 and 1. Malachi 2 and 1. Let's get some more.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 1. And now, O ye priests.
Oh, what?
O ye priests.
He's talking to the Levites, man.
This commandment is for you.
This decree, this commandment, what commandment? This precept is for you. Read.
If ye will not hear.
Hold up. Read that again.
If ye will not hear.
See, give me Nehemiah 13 and 5. We coming back. We coming back. They don't like to hear, man. The power is calling them. Read that, huh?
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 5. And he had prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense, and the vessels, and the tithes of the corn, the new wine, and the oil, which was commanded to be given to the Levites.
To who?
To the Levites.
Read on.
And the singers, and the porters, and the offerings of the priests.
This was their priestly job, man. Let's go back. Michael's 2 and 1 again. They have lost their way. And we're trying to show them back to who they really are. Read that again.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 1. And now, O ye priests,
read.
This commandment is for you.
This precept, this decree is for you. Read.
If ye will not hear.
If you will not hear, read.
And if ye will not lay it to heart.
Don't lay it to your mind, read.
To give glory unto my name.
To see who name they giving glory to today? The devil. See? Simple. Read.
Said the Lord of hosts.
Read on.
I will even send a curse upon you.
What's going on? Hey, give me that video, man, again with that sister, with them swords. You know that one, the second video? Let's go to that video. Let's just get a little bit, man. I think I got a little time. Yeah, play a little bit more of that.
Scarred.
That's good. Look at her. This is these curses, man.
And they were not afraid to come forth and talk. So talk a bit about that moment and what was it like for you and what this really means.
Go right there.
A man whose son was killed, hearing about bodies that were burned alive.
That's what's going on over there in Haiti.
Women coming
These
And
are
it
the
was
high
a
priests.
moment of courage. But you know what? Given the history of La Saline and given the Haitian people who remain so resilient in the face of everything.
Mr.
This is
Trump,
the
Haiti
most
fought for the
impoverished
U.S.
place in
freedom.
the
You did.
Americas. La Saline along the city
Look at him,
Soleil,
man.
the most impoverished in Haiti. So you can just imagine the conditions that people were living under in the first place. But nevertheless, they consistently take to the streets. They consistently say, we want to complete our revolution that, according to the history books, was won in
See, right now, what they're doing now over there, because they feel the uprising is going on in every country, man, except the United States. This is where everybody sleep at. Now, Haiti is trying to have an army. And the last time they had an army, they had to dismantle it because of the oppression of the people, man. See, it's a lot of wicked Levites, man. And they don't stand for no justice. Play on. I want to see if she talks about it.
1804, but people still feel that they are still struggling for that democracy, that they had a glimmer of that democracy with the election of the first democratically elected president.
See, that's the devil, man. He all about the white man's business. See, he gonna say what he got on that, why he ain't got on Haiti tradition. What he got on that matches America. That's what they are, man. They just some soup niggas. Play on.
From the time out of scheme, and as you may know, there were 2 U.S.-backed coups against President.
So they put who they want in there, man, to oppress the people. Is that the devil walking beside him? Play on.
Out of scheme.
Nah, that's a brother.
And this, the party that he leads, they didn't run a candidate, Dr. Maurice Narcisse, in this last election, and it seems as though the United States, France, Canada, and the 1%ers in Haiti who do their bidding.
Hold up.
Anything,
you hear this?
have Lavalais back.
France still behind it. United States, that's that 1%. That's oppressing them, man. That's why they gonna put what they want on their television to keep them in a docile state of mind. Play on.
In power again, because the base of Lavalais are the impoverished people in Haiti, but people have not forgotten that, and they're still holding on to the fact that they are determined against being up against everything to continue their struggle for democracy. It's quite remarkable and it's quite inspiring, I have to say.
So
let's sit on that, man. Let's go back. Verse Malachi 2 and 2.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 2. If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you.
Read on.
And I will curse your blessing.
So all that they doing, that witchcraft stuff, I don't call it voodoo. That's what the white man call it, because he voodoo. Read.
Yea, I have cursed them already.
He already cursed them, man. Read.
Because ye do not lay it to heart.
They don't lay what they supposed to do, man. They are to keep the order. Jump over to Malachi 1 and 6.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 6. A son honoreth his father.
A son honoreth his father, read.
And a servant his master.
A servant his master, read.
If then I be a father,
read on.
Where is mine honor?
Where is my honor, man? Read.
And if I be a master, where is my fear?
Where is the fear, Levites? Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priests,
read on.
That despise my name.
What do they do?
Despise my name.
Read.
And ye say, wherein have we despised thy name?
And they say, they asking, like, what have we despised? Read.
Ye offer polluted bread.
What do they do?
Ye offer polluted bread.
It's supposed to be holy, man. Read.
Upon mine altar.
Read on.
And ye say, wherein have we polluted thee?
And then they always, that's what a nigga does. Read.
And then ye say, the table of the Lord is contemptible.
Hateful, man. The table of the Lord is hateful. Read.
And if ye offer the blind for sacrifice.
And that's what they're doing. They offering the blind for sacrifice. Read.
Is it not evil?
Is it not what?
Is it not evil?
Is it not evil? Read.
And if ye offer the lame and sick,
Read.
is it not evil?
Is it not evil? Read.
Offer it now unto thy governor,
The other nations. Read.
and he will be pleased with thee.
That's what they're seeing. Read.
Or accept thy persons, saith the Lord of hosts.
That said the Lord of power, man. Give me Leviticus 22 and 21. The priests are going off, man. And you got a lot of them over there that's so indoctrinized into that witchcraft. And women, let me tell you something. Women's over there running things. That's what you got over there. Leviticus 22 and 21.
Leviticus chapter 22, verse 21. And whosoever offereth a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord to accomplish his vow, or a free will offering in beeves or sheep, it shall be perfect to be accepted.
It shall be what?
It shall be perfect to be accepted.
They're not doing any of this, man. Read.
There shall be no blemish therein.
There should be no blemishes in. Read.
Blind or broken or maimed, or having a wind, or scurvy, or scab. Ye shall not offer these things unto the Lord.
Read.
Nor make an offering by fire of them upon the altar of the Lord. Either a bullock or a lamb that hath anything superfluous or lacking in his parts, that mayest thou offer for a free will offering. But for a vow it shall not be accepted. Ye shall not offer unto the Lord that which is bruised, or crushed, or broken, or cut. Neither shall ye make any offering therein in your land.
In your land, man. So they shouldn't be doing these things if they're not doing it the righteous way. So we pray that they do. Go back to Malachi 1 and 9. That they do. And the thing is, too, why you think they keep them down like they do, man? They don't want this information getting over there to them. They will rise up, man. They're not no cowards over there. Cowards over here in America. Read that up.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 9. And now I pray you, beseech God that he will be gracious unto you.
They say beseech, entreat God. That's what the Levites need to do, the Haitis need to do. They need to entreat God, man. Read.
This has been by your means.
This has been by your means. Read.
Will he regard your persons?
Will he what?
Will he regard your persons?
Will he regard your person? Will he have respect upon your person? Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Says the Lord of hosts, man. That's why we pray. Jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12. But ye have profaned it.
They have what?
But ye have profaned it.
They have profaned it, man. Read.
And that ye say.
That they say, read.
The table of the Lord is polluted.
They say the table of the Lord is polluted, man. Read.
And the fruit thereof.
And even the fruit, read.
Even his meat.
Read.
Is contemptible.
These are contemptible. Read.
Ye said also, behold, what a weariness it is.
What a weariness is, read.
And ye have snuffed at it.
Ye have despised it, read.
Saith the Lord of hosts. And ye brought that which is torn.
They brought what?
And ye brought that which was torn.
They was warned not to do this, read.
And the lame.
Read on.
And the sick.
Read on.
Thus ye brought an offering. Should I accept this of your hand?
Read.
Saith the Lord.
Read on.
But cursed be the deceiver.
Hold up, what did it say?
But cursed be the deceiver.
It's talking about the hypocrites down there in Levi's, man. It's talking about the peoples down there ruling and the people teaching them these lies. Read.
Which had in his flock a male.
A what?
A male.
Read on.
And vowed and sacrificed unto the Lord a corrupt thing.
A what?
A corrupt thing.
What's voodoo?
A corrupt thing.
Read.
For I am a great king.
Read on.
Saith the Lord of hosts. And my name is dreadful among the heathen.
His name is dreadful when they wake up amongst the heathen, man. They better recognize this power, man. Back to Malachi 2 and 3.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 3. Behold, I will corrupt your seed.
Hold up, what's going on down there in Haiti?
I will corrupt your seed.
Read.
And spread dung upon your faces.
Read, man.
Even the dung of your solemn feast.
Even the dung of your solemn feast. Read.
And one shall take you away with it.
Give me this next video about the children, man.
At just 8 years old, Wilson Bonneau is all alone.
Y'all think these curses ain't bitten them?
Killed in the earthquake.
What goes through your mind when you think about that?
I miss them a lot, he tells me. I used to cry all the time. Now the streets.
See the devil over there proud of his work, man. He over there strutting, seeing the devastation to our people, but they want to interview the children, man. All they doing is letting the Most High use them to bring this information so we can bring this information to the nation. Play on.
The prints of his home, a filthy fountain, his bath, and this is bed.
Can you show me how you sleep when you sleep at night?
Early estimates by the United Nations suggest, like Wilson, there could be up to 60,000 children who were killed, separated from their families, or orphaned by the earthquake.
If there's been a white nation, you would have had everybody over there, man. This is how they treat all people. Say, but nobody care. They want to be caught up in a Babylon. Play on.
And aid organizations are scrambling to prevent these kids from being abused.
Positive. If a nigga say something about these ain't the Levites, man, I jump in myself. They worried about these other nations, man. These weak, effeminate Israelites, man. They don't care nothing about their people, man. You're all up in Israel, man. Won't you go to Haiti, man, and do something for our people, man? You can spend that money. Won't you send some funds, try to make some connections down there? I am. But they gonna have to accept his word. I'm not just, that's why I need to get down there. Play on.
Exploited or illegally adopted.
We have heard reports
Positive.
of children.
These devils the ones taking them out of there, man. And turning them into homosexuals. He need his skull beat in, man. Play on.
Being taken out of the country.
You hear that?
And Yusuf is very concerned about this.
Positive. You know, they some liars, man. Never trust these devils, man. They all seem innocent. Their words are smoother than butter, man. Play on.
The most vulnerable in any disaster.
Kate Conrad is with the aid group Save the Children.
Positive. You see all these different organizations going in there to steal their children? It's what the devil does. Play on.
Called for a halt to new adoptions until it can be verified that these children are indeed orphans.
We don't believe that every unaccompanied child is an orphan, and it's really important that we don't take children out of the country if their parents or families are here and they're desperately searching.
That's a lie.
It's believed there are around 200 orphanages in the capital city. Some simply cannot accept any more children.
Why don't you go to an orphanage?
I would love to go to an orphanage, Wilson tells me, but sometimes the place is occupied, and I'll go sleep in the grass. Like so many here after the earthquake, Wilson is left to fend for himself. Seth Jones, CBS News.
Back to Malachi 2 and 3. If they don't understand this, man, this class, read that again.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 3. Behold, I will corrupt your seed.
He's going to do what?
I will corrupt your seed.
That's why you see these children going through catching hell, man. Read.
And spread dung upon your faces.
They at the base, man. They at the lowest that they ever been, man. Read.
Even the dung of your solemn feasts.
Because they're staying there practicing that witchcraft, man. Read.
And one shall take you away with it.
See, they'll take them away. Read on.
And ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi.
See, might be with who?
With Levi.
Read on.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Says the Lord of hosts. Read.
My covenant was with him
it was with him, read.
Of life and peace.
Of life and peace, read.
And I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me.
Read on.
And was afraid before my name.
And was afraid before my name. Give me 1 Chronicles, man. 6 and 48. They don't fear no more, man. Only somebody they fear is the white man.
1 Chronicles chapter 6, verse 48. Their brethren also the Levites were appointed unto all the manner of service of the tabernacle of the house of God.
That's their job, man. Read.
But Aaron and his sons offered upon the altar of the burnt offering and on the altar of incense, and were appointed for all the work of the place most holy, and to make an atonement for Israel according to all that Moses, the servant of God, had commanded.
All that he had commanded them, man. So they're rejecting to do their duties, man. This is why Israel falls back into follies, man. Back to Malachi 2 and 6. A lot of people read Malachi and don't know how deep it is. Knowing what he's going into, speaking about these prophets, man. Read
Malachi chapter 2, verse 6. The law of truth was in his mouth.
See, the law of truth was in their mouth, man. Read.
And iniquity was not found in his lips.
Iniquity was not found in their lips. Read.
He walked with me in peace and equity.
Read on.
And did turn many away from iniquity.
They turned people away from their sins. Read.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
See, the priest's lips, the Levites, should keep knowledge. Read.
And they shall seek the law at his mouth.
They always should be teaching these laws, man, at his mouth. Read.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
He is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. He is that angel, man. Read on.
But ye are departed out of the way.
See, they have left the law. Read.
Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
That's what you see. They cause many to stumble at the law. Read.
Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi.
They have corrupted that agreement between them and the Most High and the Son. Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Read on.
Therefore, I have also made you contemptible and base.
Hold up. What they going through over there?
Therefore, I have made you contemptible and base before all the people.
All the nations, man. Read.
According as ye have not kept my ways.
Read.
But have been partial in the law.
Give me this video, man. Let me show you, man, how base he don't Bronco, man. This is base, man.
They look a lot like pancakes or cookies.
This is base, man. If these curses ain't the Levites, man.
An entire day's making them.
I didn't break the Most High didn't give me the spirit to give you this information.
Mothers work the mix. Kids seem to enjoy them.
That's a lie.
But these patties, known as bonbon terres by the Haitians who eat them, are a grim reminder
Affecting the
of how
children.
poor this Caribbean nation is. They aren't sweet, they're hard to swallow, and add almost nothing in terms of nutrition. Because the
Pause it. Hear how the devil's so cordial in telling the story. The devil just won't even send a loaf of bread over there, man. That's how the white man is. That's why we call it the devil. Well,
are actually made of dirt.
pause it. These Israel niggas that's going over there to Israel, man, and to Africa, our peoples need us, man. And we want to be seen of men. Yeah, I call them out, man. A lot of these guys ain't this truth, man. They're about themselves. If I could, I can get down there. I'll be down there this next weekend. Spreading the good news. But you got guys in places, man, they won't even go see about their brother, man. They're not their brother's keeper, man. They're all about the vainglory.
That's right.
That's how you know who's in the spirit of the Lord, man. He cares about his peoples. Play on.
It fills your stomach. When we haven't eaten anything, this dirt cookie fills your stomach.
Traded, sold, and even hoarded by women here in the poorest section of the poorest country in the Western
That's
Hemisphere.
base, man.
City Soleil in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Small amounts of vegetable shortening, salt, and occasionally sugar are mixed in with the dirt and water as well. Made in places like this, an old fort where torture was once common by corrupt dictators here.
Yo, people.
Dimanche is now a center of commerce.
So they proud of their work, man.
A basketball court.
Y'all don't think that they're not proud of this?
Hundreds of kids.
They know who they are.
To get to the basketball
Look at him
court,
walk through the sewer, man. Let me show you where this devil's tickets aid infested syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, hands, and feet. Right where the fool. Look, step right on it. They should have slit his neck right there.
In the sun. You can
Look
see
at
that
it.
these are still very wet, not quite ready to be served. But this is literally dirt being prepared for humans to eat on top of other dirt and filth. Celine Denise' life revolves around the cookies. For days we watched as the grandmother sat mixing the dirt cookie batter. Selling the cookies is Denise's sole source of income and often her only food.
It's a necessary evil. I'm in
That's
a
enough, man. Go back to Malachi 2 and 9.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 9. Therefore have I also made ye contemptible and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law. Have we not all one Father? Have not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother? By profaning the covenant of our fathers.
By what?
By profaning the covenant of our fathers.
Give me Acts 3 and 19 right quick. This is the message that the Lord is sending to the Levites, man. Precept upon precept, matching totally. Read that out.
Acts chapter 3, verse 19. Repent ye therefore.
That's what he's trying to show the Levites, man. That's why we got to get down there. Brothers got to quit playing games in this truth, man. This is not a game, man. We're in captivity. Nobody is hearing this truth, man. They acting like we got time to sit around and see how people start to suffer, man. Read.
And be converted.
And repent means to change, man. Return unto the Lord, man, and change your ways. Read.
That your sins may be blotted out.
That their sins may be blotted out, man. Read on.
When the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
Read on.
And he shall send Yahushua, which before was preached unto you.
Read.
Whom the heavens must receive until the times of restitution.
The restoring of all things. Read.
Of all things.
Read.
Which God has spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began.
Since when?
Since the world began.
That's it on that, man. That's a message that we're trying to send to our people, man. That's why I tell y'all share these videos, man. You know, our people's catching hell, man, and people worry about themselves. It's the love I have for my nation. On that note, shalom, Israel.